Hello everyone, so I'm going to wait for everyone to come in. Hi, thank you very much for joining us on today's edition of PRandMore. It is so good to be here today. Thank you very much for being a part of today's edition. PRandMore is live every Thursday on this platform. We are Nigerian women in PR, and of course we created this event every other Thursday, I beg your pardon. So bi-monthly we have PRandMore, where we invite professionals from all walks of life to talk about PR and beyond. As you can see, we have an interesting topic today, and it is with an interesting guest. I cannot wait for you to meet her. Her name is Heather Lee, and she's a tech PR consultant. Today we're going to be talking about how to go global. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to go global, how to go global and how to identify and access international career opportunities. So if that's what you're looking to do, you're looking to transition to another career, go abroad, take your career to the next level. I think my guest today is going to do a phenomenal job in breaking down how to even identify those international career opportunities, which or what countries you can, migrate to, where you can find, careers in your passion, and also how to access them, how to apply for them. It's so important. My name is Ronke Giwa Onofo, and I'm your host today on PRandMore. So don't forget, bi-monthly we have PRandMore here on this platform at Nigerian Women in PR. For those who are wondering who we are Nigerian Women in PR, and we're a social impact organization founded in 2019 by an amazing lady called Tolulope Olorundero. And Tolulope just wanted to create more space for women in PR to shine. Basically, that was her dream. I guess at some point it felt to her like PR was beginning to look like a boys' club, where we have a lot of women in PR, but at a certain level and at a certain stage in PR, we find that we have less women in management, in C-suite. And Tolu wanted to bridge that gap, which is why she founded Nigerian Women in PR. So today we're glad that we have, a great community of women in public relations on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter as well. So please follow us at NG Women in PR across all of our social media platforms. On LinkedIn, we're just Nigerian Men in PR. You can find us there. But across all of the other social media platforms, we are at NG Women in PR. You can also be a member, be a volunteer. Go to the link in our bio to also be a part of us. All right, so let me see if I can find Heather and invite her. Let me see. Okay, all right, so we're gonna wait for our guests, but while we wait for her, let me read a bit about her today. And if you've seen our flyer, then hopefully you have an idea of who she is and what she looks like. So Heather Lee is an Africa-based PR and communications consultant who's focused on cross-border tech and China-Africa relations. She's originally from Beijing, and she graduated from Penn State University with a dual degree in public relations and political science. Previously, she has worked on a number of Africa-focused projects for companies and organizations such as OPay, Infinix, Stanbic Bank, and Africa Reimagined. So I'm hoping that she will join us any moment from now. But please, you can use the share button to please share with somebody you know. All right, so please use the share button. Let me invite Heather real quick. She will join us. I've invited her to join, and as soon as she does, I'm excited to have this interview with her. Don't worry, we're going to put this video on our YouTube channel, so if you join later on at any point, don't worry if you miss any bit. We're going to put this on our YouTube channel, and that is at Nigerian Men in PR on YouTube. Find us, subscribe to our YouTube page, and of course watch all of our past episodes as well. We've had quite an amazing lineup of guests on PRandMore, and so of course I'm sure you find a lot of those editions very helpful as well. We've talked about visibility, we've talked about how to access international grants if you're an NGO. We've talked about quite a number of other things as well. We've talked about how to do interviews successfully, how to get interviews successfully. So you can find some of the other videos and watch online. Okay, so it's saying dot connector is unable to join. I'm not sure what's happening. She joins us, hopefully. we'll be able to start this conversation, where this interview is with Heather Lee, and it is talking about how to identify and access international career opportunities. So if you want to, like we say, jackpot, you want to stay tuned, because our platform really is to sort of connect, Africans, with opportunities, career opportunities, international opportunities. So please stay tuned and invite somebody. Use the arrow there to invite somebody, your friends and loved ones, to be a part of this, wonderful interview that I'm going to have with Heather. Let me see if I can find her. If you have a question already, or if there's something you'd like me to ask her that's specific to you, then obviously you can put it in the comment box. I would like to add that. I'm hoping that Heather can join me. I'm not sure what the trouble is, but I'm hoping that Heather can join me and we can start this conversation. All right, Heather, if you're in the room already, please let me know if there's a problem. You can type in. Let me know why there's a problem with you joining me. Heather, like I said, is called the Dot Connector, and she's called the Dot Connector because she has a platform connecting China and Africa. So if you're looking especially to move to China, you're wondering, what does it take to move to China? What do I need to get? What do I need to have? What do I need to register? You're clueless. The Heather is going to do a great job in informing us and educating us today. All right, so please stay tuned, and don't just stay tuned. Invite somebody, please. We'd love for you to invite somebody to join us in the room today. I'll wait a bit more for Heather. I'm hoping that she will join us any moment from now. Okay, let me see why she's okay. It's saying Dot Connector is unable to join. Okay, all right, so I'm not sure what the problem is. Let me see, let me find out what the issue could be, and then hopefully I will come back on live. Heather is having some issues joining us. I will try and find out what the problem is, and then I'll come on back live. But thank you very much for being here. Thank you for joining us. For those who are here, we really appreciate you being here. If you're looking to go abroad, move abroad, and you're looking for opportunities, this is a platform you want to stay tuned to listen to this interview with the Dot Connector, Heather Lee. She's going to be breaking down how to access and identify and access international opportunities. All right, so if that's something you've been struggling with, or you're looking to get more information, oh, fantastic. Okay, Heather's joined. So let me see if I can bring her on. Okay, let me see if I can bring her on. Oh, phenomenal. All right, so Heather's here. Thank you for your patience, everyone who joined us. Oh, fantastic. Hi, Heather.
Hi.
It is so good to finally have you here. I was getting a little nervous there.
Yeah, so sorry. I'm at this networking event in Nairobi, so I'm only just joined now. I hope you can hear me okay.
Yes, can everybody hear Heather? Can everybody hear us? If you're in the live, if you can hear us, please tell us. If we're loud and clear, you can see Heather, you can see me. Oh, fantastic, great. You can give us a bit of a tour. This is nice. So what is this event about?
So I'm currently at a crypto currency event. We just come.
Oh, we can't hear you anymore. We lost the sound, Heather. We lost your sound.
My corner right now.
Okay. So while Heather finds a spot to sit down, I'm so excited to have this conversation with her. And like I said, if you've been looking to move abroad, get international opportunities, career opportunities, then stay tuned. Invite somebody for this live. It's important that you tell somebody, Nigerians and Africans generally, and I think people across the world. And that's one of the things I want to ask Heather, because people seem to have this shameful look at people who want to move abroad or get international opportunities, because you feel, oh, why you live in your country? I don't know if you get that often. And why is shame attached to people who want to move abroad? And I think that even some organizations and some countries find a way to sort of inhibit people to, sort of move abroad. So what do you think is this shame attached to, I want to go abroad now to, explore life abroad? Why do you think there's shame attached to that, Heather?
Why do you think there is what attached?
Shame attached to people who actually say, especially Africans, who say they want to move abroad and get opportunities abroad. Why is there shame attached to that?
Huh, okay, that's kind of news to me because, yeah, like obviously I've observed there's like always this trend of like young people wanting to go abroad and explore opportunities. I don't think there's any shame attached to it because you're taking advantage of the opportunities available in different markets and you're getting more exposures internationally. And I think for like every young person, it's like very normal for us to like wanting to explore new markets, and I don't think there should be any shame attached to it. Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's so many people that want to go abroad and access international opportunities. So job market equipped to sort of balance things out and contain all of the people who actually really desire to go abroad. What are your thoughts on that, Heather?
Yeah, I think that's just like definitely showing the pace of growth for as like globalization for companies to expand in new markets, for everything to be more inclusive. And yeah, I think it's just like a very exciting space to be in. And then obviously with COVID, there's more opportunities for like remote work, and then for young people to really go explore different markets and to learn different language. So I think it's like a very exciting place for us to be in. Yeah.
Right. Well, I was asking, is the job market able to accommodate as many people as desire to actually go, seek opportunities abroad? What's the job market? How can the job market contain all the people who actually desire to go abroad for career opportunities?
Yeah, so I think the talent market, there's a demand for talents that have been in a more mature market to move to more like emerging market. So there is the demand, but yeah, of course, like for most of the jobs, it requires a lot of knowledge about the local context. So it's also like, yeah, I think the talent market is adapting to how much we have been growing into like international talents these days. So it is a gradual process. But yeah, I think there are like a lot of opportunities available, and there's like a lot of values in like this exchange between different markets for talents. Yeah.
Okay, phenomenal. Now, Heather, you started Dot Connector to connect China and Africa. What was the inspiration, the real inspiration behind you wanting to be this bridge?
I think it was also like just because China was a very exciting place to be for a lot of international talents. I met people from all over the world, from Africa, from America, Europe, and it was like a growth market. And now I'm seeing this shift of talents moving to Africa and like with the tech boom. So definitely a lot of people are trying to be part of this trend. And for me as well, like seeing how many of my friends have been educated in China and how they can use their skills to benefit this booming economy in Africa. Like that's what motivated me to like come to Africa as well and to build a bridge to connect the talents that have that diaspora that has been educated in China and how they can contribute back to the Africa economy. So yeah, that's definitely like my main drive of moving here.
Wow, fantastic. And you grew up in Beijing. You're from Beijing, studied in the US, and now you work in Africa. Tell us about this, this move and this adventure of a life that you're living, and how how it's worked out for you.
Yeah, so for sure, I think definitely it's been interesting having experience in three like major markets in the world because I went to university in the U.S. When I finished high school. So growing up, I was in China, and then I experienced everything in the U.S. as a very mature market. There is like more of like there are just like more roles and sets for like the startups in the US, and now seeing there's the trend for capital to moving to emerging markets, and me having like a deep connection with the African community when I was in China, and I've always wanted to be part of this yeah, like I always wanted to be part of something new. Like it's very exciting that you can set the rule for like development in Africa. So I've been wanting to come back since my first visit in Africa in 2019. And with COVID, it was very difficult. But I finally made the move in September to Ghana, and now I'm in Nairobi. And I think this is a very exciting time to be in Africa right now. And like the whole world is looking into Africa, looking to invest in Africa. And for me to have experience in more of a advanced tech industry in Beijing, it helps me to get a different perspective and apply it in the fast-growing market here. So yeah, it's been a journey. I'm still adapting. There are a lot of learning to do, but I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, I mean, I follow you on Instagram and I see your life just, I mean, it just looks, you know, really adventurous and fun. But I know obviously there's a lot of real work that goes on behind there. And talking about real work, what is the real work that Dot Connector really does for when it comes to bridging that gap and helping people identify and access this care? What's the work that goes behind what you do?
Yeah, so I think my work started very organically. I just wanted to use my background in PR and my my advantage in like sharing information and making it more transparent and inclusive of different communities and connecting investors back in China with opportunities in Africa was like one of the main drives for the dot connector. And so I'm here and I'm working as a consultant for a local bank in Kenya, so facilitating a lot of investments between China and Africa. So and then in addition, like I'm active in the tech industry and working with different startups here as well, and trying to find a different way of crafting a story that tells more about the social impact of the startup. So yeah, like I'm just also trying to find meaning of my work and trying to connect everything back to my original vision for like seeing more money from the traditional industries in China to move to a more innovative sector here.
Awesome. Well done, Heather. All right, for those who are just joining us, don't forget to use the share button. Share. We're not going to keep Heather long. As you can see, she's at a networking event. I'm not going to keep her too long, but we have a very interesting topic, and I'm going to dive in really quickly to it. But Heather is an Africa-based PR and comms consultant focused on cross-border tech and China-Africa relations. She's originally from Beijing, and she graduated from Penn State University with a dual degree in public relations and political science. Previously, she has worked on a number of Africa-focused projects for companies and organizations such as OPay, Infinix, Stanbic Bank, and Africa Reimagined. So today we are talking about how to access and identify and access international career opportunities. And I mean, I don't want to take too much of your time, but for someone who does want to access those international career opportunities, are there more sought after roles and jobs that you'd say, or people should go for that out there? And how can people identify them?
Yeah, I mean, like the internet is a great place to be. Like, there's so much information available. You can follow the news of any companies of the sectors that you're interested in, just following their expansion plan into new markets. If you wanted to target in like Africa or Asia, like I think it's really great to start from finding companies from your home country that has has their existence in the market that you're targeting on, and then also just to like definitely network a lot, and then just trying to like follow the company's plan, like following their expansions, and then see how you can best position yourself to be available for like the new schemes that they're setting up in these target markets. So definitely I think just like focusing on research and network, and of course like growing your skills and being really relevant for the industries.
All right, so let me hang you on the point where you talked about, being more desirable to to be approached by how, so what are the key steps? For example, if I want to be more, especially with COVID, a lot of people are working remotely. How can I be more desirable to, be able to attract some of these opportunities? What can I do to be more desirable?
Yeah, I think, I think definitely like develop an area of expertise that you feel very comfortable talking about in public spaces and events on social media, and establish your profile as somebody that's sought after and an expert of a certain topic. And then, yeah, with remote work, that you have access to a lot of companies that are not in your home country, like international, with an international landscape. I think, it's like making it more accessible. And then once companies have become more hybrid, they would have opportunities to move out of your home country and to like these other markets that you're also in. So I think definitely like plant the seeds early, and then develop your expertise as well, like so you can be known for like a certain topic in the industry, and then like to be more attractive for the companies.
Right. And talking about research, which was the first thing you mentioned, I think everyone should do their research. Yes, you can get somebody who can help you and guide you along the way. This interview, for example, also guide you. Heather's shared a few things. But I mean, for someone who's going on, are there sites or are there pointers as to where they can go? I mean, I know you could, Google is your friend. I always say Google is your friend.
Sure.
But are there areas that you can point people to with regards to research and how to do research in a way, as also because there's so many people who are scammed because of, they want to do some of this and they go on the internet. So are there pointers as to where people can go so they can get more information about these international opportunities?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, go on LinkedIn, reach out to people that already work for those companies, and then find a mentor in the same industry through, a personal development event or organization, where there are like a lot of like these mentorship available. Just like you just go look for them, like find industry relevant events, and then not to be very like non-realistic, and then just trust that okay, there's a high paying job somewhere, but like just lower your expectations in the beginning and be more humble, and to find information that's relevant to you, and then position yourself as a someone that's willing to help and willing to like and also like you have to give people the vision of how like by hiring you they can grow their company as well. So tell your story, and don't trust anything that's just like over promising, that just looks like it's like the dream, because you have to build your own dream.
Right. And I mean, also, one of the things I wanted to ask is oftentimes when people seek opportunities abroad, they often have to do what they have to as opposed to what they really want to do. A lot of people want to follow their passion, but they always end up having to, most times some people have to do care work, some people have to do teaching. There's nothing wrong with this, work, but a lot of people do it because. So what do you have to say about that, especially for people who want to find themselves doing what they're passionate about as opposed to just doing what they have to do or what they find? What do you have to say about that?
I think there's always a balance between passion and then what pays for your bills. And of course, a lot of these job opportunities abroad are like teaching, or like what I'm doing right now, consulting for a bank, is more like using your language skills, or it might not be what you actually desire to grow. Like for example, I definitely want to keep growing in the tech space and industries. So you just have to like find the foundation, because living abroad, there's also like a lot of overhead costs, a lot of investment from your side. So you have to make sure that you're in the personally like very stable place. And then once you find your own ground, and then go explore as many opportunities as possible. Use your free time to attend industry events that's relevant to you, and to meet people, and to grow your skills, learn how to code, and then just I think it's not bad to have a foundation that's providing like the basic things that you need, but always like what you're looking for and invest your time in it.
Fantastic. So I've heard you say a lot about networking, networking, networking. That is so important. If you're looking for opportunities, career opportunities, international opportunities, networking is so important, but not very many people know how to network. They go to events and maybe they're sticking their phones in or, demand. So what are your maybe first three things you'd say to people when you're trying to network? First, I guess, key tips for networking, especially if you're trying to seek opportunities like what we're talking about today.
Yeah, like anybody's time is very valuable, and then yeah, definitely go to networking events with some kind of aim of what you're trying to get out of this, who are you targeting on, and yeah, do your research early on and prepare a few conversational topics that you can. And also, yeah, do your research about the industry so you can also come up with your own insights to offer, but also ask questions and find people that are approachable, and don't be afraid, because we're here to learn and we're all in this space because we wanted to get something out of it. But yeah, prepare yourself so you're not only just taking up somebody's time, that you can also try to see what their challenges are, and then where you can offer any sorts of ideas, or how you can work together, and use those as opportunities to build bridge for future employment opportunities or partnerships.
Fantastic. I hope we're all able to hear Heather. And if there's some parts that you missed, don't forget we're going to put this on our YouTube page. So find us at on Nigerian Men in PR YouTube page. Subscribe, and of course you can find this video. It's going to be up, so you can watch the full video. Really, we're doing this really more for the archive part of it, where you can listen back.
I really wish I was ready to prepare, because I'm at this networking event.
Oh, I can imagine. So I mean, yeah, hopefully next time we'll let Heather go soon. But just finally, before I let you go, especially because you're a tech PR consultant, what are the tips for people who want to transition into tech PR? Would you say you would have for people?
Yeah, I've definitely just met a lot of creatives since I came to Africa, and then I feel a lot of young entrepreneurial talent. They're very interested in going into the creative industry, content, PR. But yeah, definitely of course know your craft, and storytelling is a very important element in PR, and develop all kinds of skills in visuals, in writing, in your day-to-day communication, to develop your skills in storytelling, and then try to work with a media organization, or try to work with a startup that has a need to tell their stories, and then use your skills to marketing PR. There are not a lot of barriers to entry, but yeah, if you have multimedia skills, that's definitely a plus.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna have to let Heather go. As you can see, she's at an event. So I'm gonna let her go and enjoy her networking event. Thank you very much, Heather, for your time. I hope that when we
Thank you so much for having me.
You will join us. You'll be better prepared then.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you, and enjoy your networking event. Thank you very much, Heather.
Thank
For those
you.
who want to follow Heather, she's at Dot Connector. I think the dot connector on Instagram. You can follow her and follow her journey as well. Thank you, Heather, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Okay. So I've been talking to Heather. Heather Lee is a tech PR consultant, and she's been talking to us about how to identify and access international career opportunities. So you want to go global, you want to bam, you want to chill with the big boys. Then Heather's given us a few tips today. She talked about research. She talked about networking, and she talked a lot about networking actually. And a lot of people think networking is easy and simple. You just go where you can find people doing what you want to do, and you think is but it's not that easy. And she gave a few tips. If you missed it, I'm going to put this video on our YouTube page. Find us on YouTube, Nigerian Men in PR, Nigerian Women in PR on YouTube. Subscribe, please. And you can watch this video. Obviously, it's a short video as well, so you can watch from the beginning to the end, learn how you can identify and access international career opportunities. Heather really has a platform that connects Africa and China. People are looking for roles, opportunities in China and beyond. And so you want to follow her Instagram as well. But do follow our Instagram at Nigerian Men in PR. Go to the link in bio that can lead you to different places, whether you want to be a member, a volunteer, you want to ask us a question, go to our website, whatever. You can go to the link in our bio and get more information about Nigerian men in PR. We thank you very much and appreciate you for joining us this evening. In 2 weeks, we'll be back with another edition of PR and More, and it's going to be another fantastic, enlightening event. So do join us then. My name is Ronke Giwa Onofua. My handle is at Ronke Giwa1. Follow me as well. I'm a volunteer at Nigerian Men in PR, and it's been such a great opportunity for me. Lots of opportunities that I have found being a volunteer at Nigerian Men in PR. So join us as well. We'd love to have you. Love to have your creativity and your skill to help us move things forward at Nigerian Men in PR. Thank you till next time when I come back your way. Enjoy your evening and God bless you.